Often I chat about Airbus and Boeing, maybe even Embraer. These are all manufacturers that are looking to compete with each other to take on as much market share as possible. Obviously, over the last few years, Boeing has had it tough, and while it's been challenging at Boeing, that's not to say that it's been all smooth sailing at Airbus either, who in their own right have felt supply chain difficulties and many aircraft delays. So with all these problems, is there really another alternative on the market that could come through and try and compete with these two manufacturers? In terms of Western manufacturers, no, but Comac, an emerging Chinese manufacturer, has made their intentions very clear as they want to increase production rates for their single-aisle plane known as the C919. According to fresh reporting from a Comac executive later to be confirmed by a government-backed Shanghai publication, the plane maker is targeting a rate of 50 planes per year to be produced for the C919. Much of the argument for increasing production of this aircraft type is the case for the aircraft to begin competing with more Western plane makers, such as Airbus and Boeing. There we go again. Comac trying to be the rival to Airbus and Boeing. This has been a reoccurring theme across the last half a decade and more. Obviously, Comac, now out of the global pandemic, is hoping to achieve this, but there are certainly some complications I will get into. As for the C919, well, it entered commercial service just under 2 years ago and has since been adopted by several Chinese airlines that have led the orders for the single-aisle aircraft type thus far. Comac envisages the C919 as a bit of a disruptor in the single-aisle space and is working to take sales away from the A320neo and 737 MAX programs. These are, at the end of the day, two very well-established aircraft programs that really aren't going to be heading anywhere anytime soon. Therefore, scaling production at Comac internally is what they feel will be necessary. But it's also pivotal that to really increase production levels, they see a consistent amount of orders that come through. Most, however, remain skeptical about the product that is actually being offered in the C919, let alone Comac themselves. And despite commitments from Chinese-based carriers, the widespread adoption of the C919 has yet to occur really broadly outside of China. That's not to say that the plane hasn't received a significant amount of orders. We've seen purchases from the likes of China Eastern, Air China to China Southern, but obviously these are all Chinese-backed companies that are expecting to have a fleet consisting of many C919 jets. But this is not the only market that Comac is targeting. It is, however, the only market it has been successful in, to not the surprise of many. Ultimately, however, the aircraft lacks certification from key aviation authorities. This ranges from your US Federal Aviation Administration to the European Union Aviation Safety Agency, meaning this aircraft cannot be adopted. While Comac says work is conducted at the moment to try and make all of this possible, the lack of certification in primarily the Western markets certainly affects the ability for this plane to be adopted, alongside a fundamental understanding of what the aircraft will actually bring. Moreover, the C919 is a new aircraft from what is a new plane maker. Therefore, this company is essentially asking key airline customers to abandon their long-term relationship with existing plane makers. And that is in Airbus and Boeing. They want them to switch to their product, which is tough. It hasn't occurred for many reasons, but moreover, the aircraft doesn't offer companies, say, groundbreaking performance metrics that allow it to rise above existing models that are far more established. This is your A320neo and 737 MAX. Furthermore, the limited global maintenance and support network for the C919 has raised concerns about the limited operational support for potential foreign operators that would be taking the plunge and bringing this aircraft on. It's all very valid, these concerns, and you can certainly understand why some companies would not be wanting to bring it on. There are also other diplomatic reasons that have prevented it from thriving in markets beyond China. I don't want to dive too deep into this, but it is certainly a valid point to raise. And industry experts believe that these challenges are only going to continue in the future. I'd love to hear your take down below in the comments. So it's very very clear. Comac, well, they want to increase their overall market share. They also want to compete better with Airbus and Boeing. To be able to achieve this, they feel they need to increase production rates on the C919. But how do you feel they're ever really going to be breaking out of China and attracting more of your global airlines? Or is this simply just not going to occur? Thanks for watching, take care, do be safe, and I'll see you same place, same time tomorrow for your next industry-related video.